Before the video plays, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be stopping the trailer at a lot of points, and I'm just going to be discussing my thoughts and synopses and conspiracies I've been seeing all over the internet. So if you get pissed off at people stopping videos a lot, this probably might not be the video for you. If you want to go watch the trailer, go watch it somewhere else. Today, we're going to be discussing, don't take it too seriously. I hope you guys enjoy. Yo, what is up, dudes? Today we're going to be dissecting the Jigsaw trailer. Now I'm totally hyped for this. I love all the Saw movies. I am a big fan of them. I don't like Saw 3D, but that's besides the point. Anyways, today we're going to be dissecting this trailer and taking a look at some things inside of it and actually just trying to see what could possibly be the outcome of some of these traps. So feel free to discuss in the comments, and let's do this. I will be stopping the trailer at
Now the
points.
game's simple. The best ones are. You want mercy?
So the first one we see right here is someone hanging from what looks to be some kind of bridge or maybe part of a tree. He's fairly not clothed. But in the next scene, we're going to see a jigsaw piece cut from his face, and it looks like his throat got slit. So possibly this might be the opening scene of the movie where he's in a trap or where he's already dead. Now, I don't know if the markings on his throat is strictly from a rope or a trap, but we'll see.
Play by the rules.
Any identification on the victim?
So this is the same person that was hanging from the tree, we can guess. Looks like there's a mark on his chest, one on his neck, and the jigsaw piece is cut from his face. Also looks like he has tons of bruises on his body. My guess is that his throat got cut. End of story.
Puzzle piece.
But Jigsaw has been dead for 10 years.
It's not him. Can't be.
This was on the body.
So before this audio starts playing, it's going to say the truth will be revealed. Look at the title of the actual MP3 clip. It says the games have begun again. So yeah, this is going to sound different from what we do here.
The truth will set you free.
This is our first trap right here. 5 people in a room. And there's going to be saw blades mounted on the wall, and they have to fight against it, I'm assuming. Many people have been discussing, well, what if they can run to it, and cut the chains free from the saw blades? Well, no, not exactly, because I don't think they would be that stupid enough to do it. There's also, it looks like bombs or timers on the top of their heads, and if they got close to it, it possibly could blow up. Also, the person all the way on the right, he has paint on top of his head. So people are also assuming that he is a twist. He's the big surprise. It could be Eric Matthews' son. We hope it's Eric Matthews' son. We've been speculating that from Saw 2. And it could be a host of other things as well. And the main conspiracy behind this is that this is a cult that is doing this, not just one person. So it is possible. Now you can see here the saw blades attached to the wall. It looks like they have about 2, 4, 6, 9, maybe 9 or 10 saw blades on each wall, and their collars are being dragged through the next section. And you see the person on the far right. Some people have suggested that maybe they gave him too much drugs, and that's why he isn't waking up and he's just going to die. I don't know how factual that is or how true that's going to be, because I think that each person would have gotten a recommended dosage and maybe he's just going to wake up at the last second. But we're going to have to wait and see. Also, it looks like they're pulling against it, so maybe that might be the game. One person has to die. But another thing that goes against Jigsaw's motto about everybody deserves a second chance, so maybe there's another way for them to win this. And it looks like somebody did get cut, assuming that's the person who was dragged on the floor. Now another person has suggested, because later on in the trailer, the dude gets his arm cut, the white dude, fat dude, And that's why there's blood on the wall here, but we're gonna keep going. Now this trap right here, this could be something completely different from the one that we see at the very end with the spiral thing that could cut them up. This looks like something that would be on top of a kitchen stove. This looks like a burner on top of a kitchen stove. Or it could be the perspective from what I'm seeing, and it could be just another one of those slice and dice traps. But it's very interesting the way that this is perceived.
I'm chasing a dead man.
So this is the revolver trap from Saw 2. From when he turns the key into the door and gets shot in the eye. Very, very classical trap, and it seems like we're going to be dealing with someone who has a lot of access to John Kramer's old stuff. And it looks like right next to it, that square box right behind it, that looks like Saw 5, what's his name? Strom's trap. Yeah, that looks like Strom's trap actually, but it could be like an early prototype. And this looks like Carrie's trap from Saw 3. But this one, people have pointed out, is a bit smaller, so it looks like it fit on somebody's face. But I don't necessarily think that could fit on someone's face. Just look at the way it's shaped. It looks like it's more for around the waist, for the stomach.
It's the copycat.
And that is one of the most classical traps right there from Saw 1. The reverse bear trap that Amanda has. And Jill dies from it in Saw 3D. And this looks like a very, very early prototype. Some people have pointed out that this looks like an old man's hand, like John Kramer. But this movie is supposed to be set 10 years after Saw 3D. But as we know from all the Saw movies, that there are many, many flashbacks of John Kramer. Even after the third movie, after he's dead, there's just so much more of him that's shown. And this is after they get out of the saw blade trap. As I said, look at his arm. It looks like it's cut wide open from those saw blades. And it also, let me rewind that for a second. It looks like they have a lot of slack right here. Or maybe their feet are chained together. But it looks like there is a lot of slack. So it didn't have to be him that dies. But over here, it looks like they don't have slack at all. They're just being pulled. Now notice how this one's not open.
So afraid. Live or die.
So right here is another trap that people are saying, I don't know her name just yet, but people are saying that she might be the one behind this, or she might be the one in the cult because she has seen just watching this trap happen. It looks like a motorbike was hit by a garbage truck. There's blood everywhere. So it's a possibility somebody just got fucking wrecked. We have not seen this person yet in anything besides this clip right here. It looks like maybe she is just awakening or she just fell from something. But this is completely random. I don't know if that's just the way her shirt is colored, but it looks like there's a bit of blood around her chest area. This is another part where there's something in these needles. There's numbers on the top of the thing right there, so maybe there's a combination that we have to figure out. As you're going to see here, it looks like he's going to be ganging up on the blonde-headed girl, just like kind of in Saw 5 that they did with the black girl they threw in the tub. But it looks like they're not going to be playing the game together against each other, more or less.
The choice is yours.
So this is a shotgun, assuming that was placed there, kind of like in the Saw 3 by the rack. It looks like that's going to be playing a major role. And it looks like the dude who got his arm cut is going to be shot in the chest, possibly? Or something happened to him, because he's not happy right now.
What happens if we don't follow the rules?
So it looks like someone is controlling a lever right here. And it looks like the dude who got his arm cut opens the doors to the silo. Now, this is
The
going to be
blood
a
under
very,
the
very
fingernails of our
interesting trap.
victim, it's John Kramer's the Jigsaw killer.
That's impossible.
So this trap right here, they're in a silo trapped, and it's going to be filling all the way to the top with grain, and there's going to be blades and all kinds of tools that are going to be dropped on top of them. I don't see how that's going to really work out too well. It just doesn't seem like a Jigsaw trap, but it does seem like something that's very suspenseful and scary. Suffocation and also being cut up by shit being thrown on top of you. So there's really no way you can move, especially when the grain is acting like quicksand. It's pretty cool. Looks like sickles, pitchforks, shovels, saw blades, and whatever this thing might be here.
It was a game.
So this is a very, very interesting part right here. His foot's gonna fall through the floor, and it looks like there's gonna be a pulley system for each of these little plates, and it's gonna snap on his leg. It's a possibility he might have his leg cut off, but this is right after where the saw blades and the first trap of the 5 people. Sorry for saying that. The first trap where they get the saw blades on the wall. This looks like this is gonna be right after it, and he's gonna misstep on something, and his leg's gonna fall through and get cut off. That's just my guess. This is another part. This is very, very interesting because there's not really much shown about this. It looks like the bike is just going to be sitting there spinning. Someone's going to have to stop it. And it's turning something from the way that this little belt here is going.
Game's gonna be won.
So it's like it is spinning something indeed. It is going super, super fast, and this is spinning. My guess is somebody's being pulled, or that could have something to do with the tornado trap.
It's Jigsaw.
So this is another one. It looks like they're going to be pulled by the leg and then possibly thrown into a series of spikes from a pitchfork. See, now this is something. Let me go back right here, if I can actually get it in good color. This looks like right after the saw blade trap, where they're going to be stepping through the floor. Now, I don't know what's going to be at the very end. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different things for the belts to go up. But my question is, and also there's going to be barbed wire on these posts so they can't hold on to it. It looks like they're being drug into something and they don't know what's beneath the floor. But at the same time, there's probably another danger coming from this side here, and possibly something that can fall on them. But we'll just have to wait and see.
No, it's not creepy.
Before he comes up with this cheesy one-liner bullshit, before anybody says anything, oh, like that ruined the trailer, have you ever seen Saw 1 when he was sitting there talking about this is the most fun I've had without lubricant? The first Saw film was full of jokes, so don't give me that bullshit. Anyways, looks like there's something, whatever these are. These look like just shackles. But these right here, those almost look like something that could kill the person wearing it. Almost like a mini bomb or a mini shotgun shell. A shotgun shell's far-fetched because they would have a pin there and something to detonate it. But definitely that's weird.
Creepy at all.
So those looks like they're being pulled up. He looks like he had to pull a lever and these two cars blow up simultaneously. It looks like there also is someone in this car. So many people have inspired a death race trap. I don't know how that's gonna work out, honestly, if those 5 people are in there, but maybe there's also other traps in the film we're gonna see besides those 5 people. That'd be interesting. So as you can see here, it looks like she is trying to hold on to this, and she is not gonna have a good day doing that, because that looks very dangerous. Next up, it looks like we're gonna have a laser beam trap. That sucks, dude. Someone actually, I've saw this on Reddit. Someone said that this might be the actual opening for the film right here, the laser beam trap. Now that's super, super cool. And people are like, oh, well, that's against John Kramer stuff. You know, he was a person who did simple machines and traps. But we gotta face the terms that this is 10 years after Saw 3D. This is 2017. And there could be a cult behind this, not just one person. So they could have access to many, many different things. But this is definitely an interesting trap. Now in a second, I'm going to pull up a photo, and I'm going to go back to this one, because this looks like somebody that we might know from the past. And this, before I go to this one, this is a revised Billy the Puppet. Looks very, very spooky indeed. Right after this, looks like her hands might have been cut up or something, or maybe she's got blood from another person's hand on them. And this is the one that is very, very interesting. But also, there's this bike up here. There is a bike, so going back to the bike, where it's on a pulley system, it might be the one starting up this trap right here with the I don't even know what to call it, like a tornado of saw death, whatever you want to call it. But it looks like he's gonna get fucked up in this one. This does not look good. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to guard his arms, because that does not look cool. And it is a grate under here, so if he does get cut up, he's just gonna bleed right through it. That's sick. And we have the saw. So this is my prediction. I don't know how true this is, but look at the facial features between him and him. This is Eric Matthews' son, Daniel Matthews, from Saw 2. Many people have always been discussing that he could possibly be an accomplice, because he is never shown after the second film. But he is alive. He is alive. He is not confirmed in the cast, so there is no possible way that he could be in there, but it's also, I don't know. But he does look very similar feature-wise in the face. Hair, he could have gotten a haircut, so that's beyond the point. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. I will be covering more if anything else comes out on Jigsaw. Like I said, I'm a huge fan, and I am super hyped for this. Discuss in the comments what you guys think, your conspiracies, whatever you might think might happen, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.